All right, I was meaning to get to this because the press conference was yesterday, right? It made me it just it inspired a few more questions in my brain. You dig what I'm saying? So we're gonna watch this clip. I'll give you some context. David Benavidez and David Morrell had a this. Look at this press conference. This looks like, man, this is crazy. They got everybody standing up. This is, I'm not gonna lie. This I love this type of press conference. I remember I think Jamal Charlo and what's his name from Detroit, man. My nigga from Detroit, man. But I remember Jamal Charlo had a fight, and him and his opponent were in a press conference, and they were sitting just like this. They were talking trash and roasting and everything, bro. It was beautiful. I loved it. And honestly, it was like, I love that. I love the stool, uh, the stool press conferences. Oh yeah, it was when I'm bugging. It was when he fought Tony Harrison, and they were roasting each other, bro. Every time you see the stool press conferences, this one is gonna be lit every time. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm gonna let you go ahead and we're gonna watch this fight, or excuse me, we're gonna watch this press conference, and then I'm gonna get, we'll get into it after that. Make sure that my sound is situated. Okay, it is. Come on in. But yeah, I seen this. I was like, huh. On squad.
Let's talk to that. Now you want to talk about that? We're calling you, we're calling Luis de Cubas, and you want to say, oh, next week. Okay, no, fuck that. You want to talk about that?
Okay, guys.
I call PBC and tell them if we didn't take the Vada test, that we're going to cancel the whole fucking fight. Because you guys didn't want to fucking test. Now we're drug testing.
We wanted to fight you for the last fucking 3 years. What are you talking about?
Guys, this is it. This is it. We need to finish this. We need to finish this media.
Nah, see, look, they tried to cut him off. They tried to cut him off. David Benavidez told David Morrell, if y'all don't take Vada testing, we're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight at all. Do you think that do you think that he would have been advocating for this? And this is what I want to say. I got a few questions. This maybe you have a few questions. If David Benavidez doesn't, if the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney cheating situation doesn't happen, right? Where they didn't catch him, because Vada is the same organization that called Ryan, right? It's the reason why that Ryan is going through this lawsuit deal with Devin Haney right now, and why all of this is going on. Ryan is in trouble still. You know what I mean? And there's still a bunch of people on Tank's team trying to throw Jalil Hackett not under the bus, but they're trying to cape for Ryan. They're trying to speak on Bill, but they won't speak on Devin Haney for some reason. They won't say, let's fight Devin Haney. And instead they do weird shit like say, oh, Jalil Hackett versus Devin Haney. On some, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird behavior, bro. Not gonna lie. But if the Ryan situation doesn't happen, if he doesn't get caught by Vada, does David Benavidez say this? I don't know. I've never heard him say this. This is not his first fight after the Ryan situation, but this is probably one of the first fights he's had where a fighter wasn't trying to do Vada testing. And again, it's another Hispanic fighter. Understand something. Yes, Benavidez, he is Hispanic, but he was born here. He, you know what I mean? He's American. He's American, but he's also Hispanic. And, David Morrell, you don't know how the Cubans, the Mexican, the Dominican fighters, so you don't know how they get out. Usually they don't, a lot of the time with Hispanic fighters, you don't see them go and do the Vada testing. It's almost always the American elite fighters, or the American black fighters, just overall the American fighters that are pushing for that Vada testing. A lot of people want to do USADA, or, I think WADA is the other one. And they allow a small amount of certain substances, and they say it's okay. Vada has no tolerance. Vada has no tolerance. So you're under a lot stricter rules. You're not able to cycle anything off. You're not able to. David Morrell, he's a special fighter. He has skills. He has a lot more skills than Ryan Garcia. But I don't know. But I don't think that he has the skill set to fuck with David Benavidez. You know what I mean? And David Benavidez, he said, I had to call PBC and make them force y'all to take this, because if y'all don't do this Vada testing, now that we're testing, if y'all don't do this Vada testing, there's no fight. Now imagine if this is where I get to my questions, right? Imagine if they fight, right? This moment doesn't happen. They fight. David Morrell beats David Benavidez bad, right? And it comes out he popped dirty. Would y'all be sitting here caping for David Benavidez or David Morrell the same way y'all cape for Ryan Garcia? Would y'all be sitting here excusing David Morrell the same way y'all excuse Ryan Garcia cheating? People try to say it was the left hook. Mind you, Devin won most of the rounds. He won all of the middle rounds. I think he lost the first round. He won all of the middle rounds. He got caught, won another round, and then he lost the rest of the rounds because he got caught and dropped some more. He didn't lose the fight by much. So to criticize his game plan doesn't even make sense, because he was winning the fight, but he got caught and dropped and got up a few times during that fight. But people, they like to say, man, he beat him up. Ryan just beat him up, man. Ryan just beat him up bad. But if David Morrell would have beat up David Benavidez and was avoiding testing and all that, but it comes out that he had substances in his body, right? He cheated. Would everybody cape for him the same way they cape for Ryan Garcia? I don't understand I do understand, but I don't understand when it comes to the animosity and the hate and the want to get Devin Haney out the way so bad. I mean, I've never seen this level of animosity towards any other fighter. And I don't know if it's because he's independent and he's making noise, getting money this way. If he's dangerous, I think it's more than the fact that he's dangerous. I think there's more of there's another dynamic to the hate. But people rock with David Benavidez, right? They don't hate him. So if it came out David Morrell cheated, I think that he would be heavily scrutinized by the public. I don't think that they would put him on the same in the same boat as Devin Haney. Even though I think that he would be like, it was wrong, and it was wrong what Ryan did, and it was wrong. I think he would say it was wrong. But I think that I don't think David Benavidez would be like, oh, he didn't cheat, man. It is what it is. No. Because he's advocating for it right now. He's saying there is no fight. And he's one of the most dangerous fighters in the division, saying, I don't care. If you don't do Vada testing, bro, there's no fight. And that's the most dangerous guy in his division. Y'all said David not a power puncher, this and that. David Benavidez is all that. He's everything y'all say Devin should have been in that Ryan fight, right? But if he would have lose to a cheating David Morrell, bad, right? Say it was bad on a PED beating, right? Where it could be bad. What would you say? Would you cape for Ryan the same way people cape for Ryan? Would you Tank fans come in and say David Morrell beat him up? The same way y'all try to say, oh, he got beat up, to get over it, and then in the same breath be like, yeah, Jalil Hackey, go fight Devin Haney. Instead of saying Tank fight Devin Haney, they saying, oh, we don't want him at 140. That's what they're saying. They're talking about Bill. They're saying they don't want to fight Devin at 140, but then they're sending Jalil Hackett on a crash mission. This is the reason why. This is the duck culture I'm talking about, right? All of these things are a byproduct of the duck culture that we have in the sport. And it all has to do with a lot of the trolls and the Janky James that exist in the sport. And when I say Janky James, I'm just talking about people that are willing to say everything is okay just for the sake of pushing a narrative. Because these are the same uneducated people who probably don't even care or don't even think about the fact that Lance Armstrong cheated in his sport. You know what I mean? And all the people who had cheated in their sports, they don't care. They just worried about Ryan and Devin. That's it. They just worried about protecting Tank. That's it. They're mad about the loss being overturned because now they can't use that to say that there shouldn't be a fight because he lost. They turned all of their attention towards some other stuff that has nothing to do with the sport. But that was really it. That's what I got from this. We'll run it back before I get out of here. We'll run it back. because he busted in and hurt the mediator down. He said, nah, that if there is no test, we ain't fighting. I don't care what nobody say. That's what he's saying.
Please.
Why did it take you so long to do the Vada test? Let's start that. Now you want to talk about that. We're calling you, we're calling Luis de Cubas, and you want to say, oh, next week. Okay, no, fuck that. You want to talk about that?
Okay,
I had
guys.
to call PBC and tell them if we didn't take the Vada test, that we're going to cancel the whole fucking fight.
He said if they didn't take the Vada test, we're going to cancel the entire fight. Think of all the money that's on the line. He don't care about legacy, the money, any of that. He cares about a clean fight more than any of that other stuff that they say that Devin's supposed to care about, or that, you know what I mean? All the narratives that they pushed. So let me see if people come out and speak on that. Mind you, I'm probably one of the only people who spoke on Jaime Munguia getting knocked out. Like, man, I see the play. I see what y'all on. Y'all some busters, bro. Y'all do not care about what really needs to be cared about and talked about, period, bro. But I seen that. I said, okay, that was interesting. It came across my desk. That was interesting. It was just interesting that he brought up Vada, and that if there was no Vada test, the same Vada y'all say is full of this and full of that, right? The zero tolerance Vada. If there is no Vada test for the fight, he said he's calling the fight off, and he does not care. Mind you, on the screen it says buy tickets now. All this, bro. He could be getting money because people want to see this fight. This is a fight people want to see. David Benavidez puts on fights people want to see as long as they don't duck him. Dig what I'm saying? He been calling out Canelo for hella long. You think Canelo would take a Vada test? I don't know, because he popped dirty before. You know what I mean? Man's popped dirty before. You think he wouldn't try to cheat David Benavidez in their fight? Shit. You know what I mean? I'm not, I was born at night, just not last night. Even though yesterday was my birthday, but I had to drop a video because hard work never stops, man. Locked in. But anyways, would y'all have the same energy for David Benavidez if he got cheated by David Morrell? Because he said if there's no Vada, there's no fight. So all that narrative pushing right there. Now you have a choice to make. Are you gonna crash on this hill, or are you gonna be 100 and say, okay, you know what I mean? Are you gonna be 100 and say, all right, we are double stacking for Tank and trying to protect them, and yeah, Ryan cheated, it was wrong? Or are you gonna double down on and say, oh, if David Benavidez gets cheated, he just got beat up, sorry? Because at that point, you might as well just say what Ryan said, which is there should be a PED boxing league, right? Go watch that. Or the UFC, they're not testing like that. They said they damn near finna allow PEDs in the fight. So, yeah. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment section, man. This just made me raise an eyebrow. And I was kind of like when Leonardo DiCaprio was pointing at the TV screen with popcorn, and he was just looking at like stop, like that right there, that right there. That's exactly how I felt when I seen this. So that being said, man, y'all be cool. I'm gone.